else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Oh no, he's shooting my buddies. Boy, let me tell you, that was one crazy party. Good thing nobody took my sweet kicks that I got on. Look how good these sneakers are. So sexy. Yeah, that's my KotOR tank, alright. What's the thing though? Hold on. Alright, my sound options, because those sound effects are really loud. Having a hard time hearing the voiceover. Bring that up a little bit. There we go. Okay, yep. So I can come back here and get healed. Got it. Unfortunately, we are... Oh, impossible. My skills too low, or just... Oh, I just can't block it. Unlock it, sure. Yay, stuff to loot! Which is how I spend 90% of my time in games like this. Alright. What's the patient? 4 out of 5 patients are dead. Wow. Let's access the medical logs. Log 12 is 3 days ago. I guess we'll go chronologically.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the KotOR tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
So we've been here for 3 days at least.
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KotOR, are already another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KotOR tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
T3, what have you been up to?
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Tilo shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Alright, let's see what kind of treatment is administered. All subjects being treated for severe plasma burns. Last treatment request was death for all subjects except patient number 3, who was reduced to minimal life signs. Let's check the last treatment request. A lethal dose of sedatives was administered to all the tanks, including number 3. There is no record of more of the treatment. Do I have any computer spikes? Dang, I don't. Can I try anyway? Spikes, okay, I'll have to come back to that. Okay. Welcome to functions. Camera. There's more camera. 2 people in there. And let's unlock the doors more. Why not? And unlock the medical storage room too. Alright. And access medical inventory. Medical based items can be manufactured using the workbench. Cool. Good to know. And access our main console options. Alright, I guess that's everything. Cool. Got tons of experience for that. Chemicals. Alright. Well, let's see if I can fashion something together. Alright. Alright, I can make an antidote kit. I can make a retinal combat implant. Ooh, that sounds useful. Sure, let's go ahead and make it. Oh, I don't have enough chemicals. Darn. I guess I'll wait. Okay, close that now. Yoo-hoo! Anybody up in here? Hello? Hey, plasma torch. That's useful.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
Your voice. I heard it as I floated in the KotOR tank.
Yes, I had hoped as much. I slept here too long and could not awaken. It may be I reached out unconsciously, and your mind must have been a willing one. Or perhaps you have been trained for such things.
So you can touch minds and feign death. Who are you?
I am KotOR, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
The last thing I remember, I was on board a Republic ship, the Harbinger. What happened to it?
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
How do you know I was a Jedi?
Your stance, your walk, tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
Let's deal with it now. What is this place?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek.
The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Care to explain why you're in such a hurry?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
You seem nervous, worried. Is something wrong?
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
Is there anything else I should keep an eye out for?
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions.
The patients in the medbay were killed by a lethal dose of sedatives. Any idea how it happened?
I do not know. Why did they spare you?
They didn't. I got the same dose but survived.
Indeed, a Jedi trance could protect one from such poisons. In fact, the sedatives may have been intended to keep you unconscious for some time. It would prove lethal to those untrained in such techniques, however. Most curious.
You seem to know a lot about Jedi techniques.
And so do you. Perhaps we could discuss it at length later on. Now we have other concerns, among them finding our new enemy.
return, you'll actually answer my question.
I have found that answers come in their own time, not ours. Turn your energy to the matter at hand. If we cannot find a way out of here, the answers will prove useless anyway.
I'll return soon to make sure you're alright.
I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here, I will remain and attempt to center myself.
I forgot how similar to Plymouth Kreia is.
Yes? What have you found?
Actually,
Yes?
just make sure she's
What
alright.
have you...
Just checking to make sure you're alright.
I am recovering. Your concern is noted, but not necessary. Keep your mind on the present. I sense trouble here.
As helpful as your cryptic warnings are, why don't you find some way to make yourself useful?
When I have recovered, I will do what I can to help you. You needed rescuing once, and I am prepared to rescue you again if the need arises.
Alright then, I'll keep exploring.
Yes?
Actually, I kind of want
What
to
have
see
you...
what that intimidate option does. The miners in the med bay were murdered. Know why?
I do not know.
No, same thing.
Very well.
Alright. The best part is that line she gave me about how I know you're a Jedi because of your heavy walk. You carry a great burden with you. I don't know, my walk looks pretty sprightly to me. I look like a very chipper kind of guy. These happy-dappy little sneakers on. Alright.
Emergency lockdown is in effect.
Okay, let's
Turbolips
put
have
down that plasma torch. Boom. Okay.
sealed to contain the
Well, I'm gonna
explosion.
get you now. Ah, take it, Tor. What you got?
Lockdown
I
overridden.
got nothing. One mind until a vibra cutter doubles as an effective melee weapon. Melee weapons give an attacker large bonus attack. Equip the vibra cutter in my other weapon slot and switch between it. I need to cut the container. Okay. Vibra cutter. Got it. Switch weapons. Now, surely there's some kind of easier way to switch weapons. Then.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolips have been sealed to contain the explosion.
Check. Droid items, check. Dead body. No check. Oh man, his face has been burned off. Look at the poor bastard. Did I find any clothes on any of these corpses yet? Where's my equipment? Nope. Alright, still running around in our skivvies. Hello. Damaged mining droid. Let's get it. Get it. Yeah. Oh, I got you now. Oh, you're on the run. You scared, little droid? You scared? You should be, 'cause I'm Dick Dangerouser. And I'm here to Dangerouser all over you. A mining laser. Cool, so now I have a ranged weapon. Switch to that. Presumably I cannot use a ranged weapon at the same time that I'm using a melee weapon. Haha! Now I'm rocking the Han Solo vibe. Oh no! Get him! Alright, I got Power Blast, Sniper Shot, Rapid Shot. Do Rapid Shot, why not? Pretty sure I do more damage if I make queuing noises while I fight. Alright, good one. What this little hourglass icon means. Oh, that's pause the game. That's to switch weapons. Okay, cool. Any more droids that are gonna attack me? No? Okay. Take those droid items. Emergency hatch.
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Crayon. Okay, so I gotta get to an access terminal. Man, all these guys' faces have been burned off. It's kind of scary. Cool, some chemicals, some grenades. Nice. Alright, security records. Let's check them out.
Is this thing on? All right, all hands, especially you, KotOR, listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Friendly guy.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge, it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just KotOR and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility is going to be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives.
Ah, so the place was tearing itself apart, huh?
So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I can just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot.
Administration console. Maintenance.
I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt KotOR or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped.
So, where are you now, Security Chief? Just got the...
I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Well, now I wish I had put some skill in my stealth points now that I know that there's a stealth generator around here. Alright, let's check the security records. Oh, that's all we just did, okay. Access to remote control cameras. That's where I'm at. Security storage room. Ooh! Bunch of robots waiting for me. Look at that. They're creepy looking little robots too, little spider bots. Hey, there's a guy in there. Alright. Where's my saving options? Is there not a quick save button? I feel like there should be. Okay. Actually, save game, gameplay, control, Oh well. Yep.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Rhea?
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
Alright, so whenever I get precognition, I should save the game. Got it. Sure, why not? Okay, here we go. Ah, droids everywhere! Ah! I'm gonna eat it.
Ah. It is fate, but it is then.
I feel strange, like I said it is a weird one.
It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
But it doesn't feel like it did. It feels like it's coming across a great distance.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you. Come. I shall guide you down the familiar paths. You will need it if we are to survive and escape this place.
Sweet, we leveled up. Where's my level up screen? Is it this thing? Alright. I'm now force sensitive, and I've gotten specialization in unarmed combat. Skills, okay. Oh, sweet! Let's go ahead and put one into stealth, so I can use the stealth generator coming up ahead. Then security, computer use, persuade. Anything else? Already got plenty of treat injury and awareness. Yeah, I think I'll just roll with what I got. Okay. Powers, yeah. What do I got here? Force aura gives me bonus in defense. What's these things do? More defense. More defense. Okay, cool. Burst of speed. Lets me use very swiftly. Cool. More unit speed and defense and attacks. That sounds useful. Force valor. Energy resistance absorbs the first points of damage. Okay. Increases physical attributes and saving throws. Affect mine. Well, I want that, but I also want the burst of speed. Stun, stun droid. And slow and wound. It's a dark side power. Wow, so many dang things. Alright, mind trick. Force scream. Drain force. Throw a lightsaber. I don't even have a lightsaber to throw right now. Force push. Shock. Fear. Fear! Well, force once the Jedi has its power, extra options appear. More powerful and affect mind, very beings resist it. Huh. I think... Oh, I can't make up my mind. I think we're gonna go for the burst of speed. Yeah. I'm just terrified that like there's some force persuade option that I'm missing by picking it, but oh well. Okay. That'll do. That'll do, Dick. That'll do. Yeah, stealth field generator, sweet. Let's go put that bad boy on. Goes in my waist, huh? There we go. Now I've got an option to use stealth substances. Ooh, look at me, I'm the predator. Over here, over here. Can I use burst of speed while I'm stealth? Apparently not. Oh, hi there. Can I walk by you? I could, or I could just kill you for the points. So, it's kind of a waste. Yeah, feel it, son. What you got? Oh, there's another one. Get him. You'll never take me alive, Kappa. That was here, too. Get him. Oh, I guess it's not like combat. Right. I am the winner. What's up this way? Another locked door? A locked door only opens if ship dock to the facility. Gotcha. Run back and pick up all my loot. Oh, there's another one. Oh, no. Just if I got to sneak if I was stealth. The door is protected by a force field, looks like.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read. But you have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove useful.
Okay then. Ooh, cool! Check out this this view screen over here. Got a big old windshield. Shows us space. Emergency supplies. I'll take those. Love me some. Alright. Burst of speed has the added bonus of making traversal more convenient. Alright, what we got in the administration computer here? Enter the code to cancel lockdown. I found a switch. Yes, let's activate it. Okay. So now we can talk with our friend in the prison cell in there.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbolifts have been sealed to
Oh no, more robots! What? They're not attacking me though. This droid cell's power is no longer receiving a signal from the droid control center. Okay. I could scavenge it for components, I could examine its behavior core, or I could detonate it. Let's examine it first. Recent mods have been made to its vocabulator. mining facility except one. The ID designation matches the maintenance officer of this facility. Just check / receipt. Mining protocol has been set to mine any organics and any unauthorized droids in the facility. If this is the case, the mining droids will likely wipe out everyone in the facility. Do I want to repair it, or do I want to reprogram it to defend me? Repair it and defend me. Alright. Someone chooses to attack me, this droid will attempt to protect me. Cool. And you, same story. Yeah. Oh, I can still scavenge it. Oh, and it doesn't actually destroy it when I scavenge it. Cool. Well, that's neat. Alright. More supplies. Looks like that's all there is up here. Not a big fan of the blurry thing that happens to the screen when you use the force run power. Alright. Oh, we already used this, right. So, you there in the chamber.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here?
Care to explain why you're locked up?
Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
Are you wearing eyeliner? So you're not a miner. Who are you?
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes